There we go. I hope you can all see that. So we are, I just want to make sure we don't have any questions, comments. How did we feel about our homework? Using online to change symbology and configure pop-ups. And I can't actually see anybody's face now, so.
It's hard, tricky.
Good, okay, great. Then today, first, we're gonna kind of just real quickly review what we covered yesterday. Again, just make sure that we're all on the same page. And then we're gonna get into visualizing tabular data and cleaning data up and getting it ready to present and just making it pretty visually. So without further ado, are there any questions over what we covered on Monday? And feel free to unmute and chime in. Okay. So just to review, GIS, what it is the junction between we as people and technology that allows us to capture, store, visualize, and analyze data, spatial data specifically. And those two main data storage models that we talked about were vector, so points, lines, and polygons. Those are discrete data types. And grid cells or rasters, which is like imagery or you know, expansive. I like to think of it as a blanket of data over a surface. Information about those objects or data are stored as attributes in tables. Again, for vector, each item has its own row in a table. For raster, each value has its own row in a table. And that is what we use to symbolize or visualize and analyze the data. And yesterday or Monday, we worked in both ArcGIS Pro, which is the desktop GIS from Esri, as well as ArcGIS Online, which is kind of the online equivalent of ArcGIS Pro. Still good on that? We're all hunky-dory? I have no questions. We are going to move on to what we are going to do today. So today, we're going to start by making a new project in ArcPro, adding layers to the map, symbolizing those, and then you know, cleaning up, altering, and analyzing that data using some cartographic techniques and some analysis techniques to do so. Right, so to start, we're going to open up ArcGIS Pro again. So if you have it on your computer, well, first, is everyone logged in to remote desktop if needed? Just give me a quick thumbs up or yes in the participant. Okay. All right, is anyone not?
If you're working on it, we can give everyone a minute to get logged in, but if you're having trouble, just let me know and I can troubleshoot with you.
Yeah. All right, once you are logged in, we're going to open up ArcGIS Pro. And it's going to tell me my licenses are expiring. Hey, it's Father's Day this weekend.
And today is my husband's birthday.
Oh boy.
Big day, big day.
Big day. All right, so when you're at this kind of welcome screen, we are once again going to start a new project. So In the new column, once again, we're going to click Map, which brings up this Create New Project. And I am going to navigate to, so if you click that, let's cancel that real quick. If we click this Browse button here on Location, it will bring up a browser. And I am going to navigate to where I put this on my desktop, CLTL Workshop. So this is just the location of the folder we are going to create. So the name of my project is going to be CLTL Day 2. When you've got that where you want it, click OK, and it will create that project for you with a blank map. Excellent, yes. Where you opened or downloaded data to on Monday would be a great place to store this new project. Okay, you can see I've got a lot of tabs here that I'm going to close. We don't need most of these for today. All right, if it is not showing currently, you have these tabs in the lower right-hand corner. And if you click Catalog, it will bring up your catalog pane. If you do not see that in the tabs in the lower right-hand corner, up here at the top, you can click the View to bring up the View ribbon here, and click Catalog Pane. Doing so will bring this up. So pretend I accidentally close it and I don't have it. If I click on it, it brings it right up. Before we do anything else today, we need to add a connection to where our data is because it is not stored in the project we just created. So if you remember from Monday, in the folder section here in your catalog, if you right click, you can add a folder connection. And my folder connection is on my desktop. Yours will be on the N drive, classes workspace, I believe is where it should be. I'm looking at what? CLTL Workshop. Oh, I just want to select that. Click OK. So now I've got a CLTL Workshop data folder. We've got our database within it, and this is where we're going to pull our data from. So for today, we are going to need our trails. And you can just drag and drop from your catalog into your map to add a layer. You can also, if you don't like doing that, you can also click up here on your map tab to open the map ribbon. And from the map tab, you can click add data and it will bring up a browser so you can navigate to where the data is stored and do it that way. To me, it is just much easier to add from the catalog pane, but that's just me. So we've got our trails. We also need our streams and our roads and our boundary and our water bodies. And if you notice here, I'm selecting multiple things. If you select one and then hold Control down and click on another layer in here, it will select all of them. And then when you drag and drop, you'll see it added all of them to my map. And then I also need campsites CSV, not the campsite layer, but the table. We'll add that. And we'll grab this Rocky Mountain National Park lakes as well, just for funsies. Okay. Great. So we have now added all of these layers to our map. Excellent. I'll give you time to symbolize those. Oh, okay, so we're having some trouble accessing the data. I will give everyone a few minutes to catch up. And if you are already here and have all of your data added, go ahead and take some time to play with the symbology. So if you don't remember how to do that, here in your contents pane on the left, you've got the symbols for each layer. And if you click on that symbol, then on the right here, it will open your symbology, and you can pick a pre-made symbol from the gallery, or you can click on properties here, and you can change basic properties with the symbol, or you can go into layers and get more in depth. So I'm just going to take some time to make my roads and everything look a little more like roads and everything.
How is it that you play around with the transparency again?
Right, so there are a few ways. The simplest way is if with your feature selected or your layer selected in the contents here, if you look up at feature layer, you can see you have appearance, labeling, and data. If you click appearance to bring up your appearance ribbon on the top, here you will see a transparency slider, and you can make that more or less transparent. I'm going to do this with my boundary. The other way is if you are in your symbology properties, so the symbology tab over on the right, if you select your fill and you open this drop-down box here and go to color properties, here at the bottom, you have another transparency slider. And this will make only the fill transparent. So you can still have a solid, dark border.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.